Hi, I am Sadayammal, Assistant Professor in the Department of Mathematics, Bordiyar Arts and Science College for Women, Deviyakuruchi. From this video, we discuss about our favorite topic is graph theory. In generally, graphs are used to illustrate the relation between the object. It's something else commonly used to many fields, including discrete mathematics as well as computer science. Everything in our world is linked. For example, cities are linked by street, rail, and flight networks. Pages on the internet are linked by hyperlinks. The internet, one of the largest graphs in life, and in social network like Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. Users are connected via a large graph. For airlines to connected countless cities in the most efficient way for air traffic controllers to avoid crash. So, scientists, engineers, and many others want to analyze these networks, and this can be done using graph theory. A graph, capital G, consists of a pair of V of g, x of g, where V of g is a non-empty finite set. That is, a single element having the set V of g is called a trivial graph. So, V of g is a non-empty set whose elements are called points or vertices, sometimes called nodes or dots. And x of g is a set of unordered pairs of distinct elements of V of g. The elements of x of g are called lines or edges of the graph. Each lines have two vertices. Next, we consider the example of this definition. Here A, B, C and D are vertices, and AB, BD, CD, AC, BC are edges. Now edges are unordered pairs in this figure. Next, let me see. Two vertices are adjacent and two vertices are neighbors if they are the end points of an edge. We consider the example here. A and B are adjacent and A and D are not adjacent in this figure. Next, if more than one line joining two vertices are allowed, the resulting object is called a multigraph. We notice this figure shows that the 2 points are allowed more than one line joining. These lines are called multiple lines. So, any graph have multiple lines are called multigraph. This figure is suitable for multigraph. And next, we go to a graph has no loops and no multiple edges is called simple graph. We consider these two figures. The first figure have multiple edge and loops, so it is not a simple graph. The next graph have no multiple edges and loop, so it is a simple graph. Next, we will see lines joining the same points are called multiple lines. Already we know about this. If further loops are also allowed, the resulting object is called pseudograph. The loop is an edge that connects a vertex to itself. It makes a circle. We consider of this following graph have multiple edges and loop, so it is a pseudograph. Next, and graph whose vertex set and edge set are finite is called a finite graph, and the graph whose vertex set and edge set are empty is called a null graph. Next, let me see a graph in which any two distinct points are adjacent is called a complete graph. The complete graph with p points is denoted by kp. We consider the example of the figure. There are 5 points. Each point is connected to other points by using the lines. This is called complete graph. Next, the degree of a point vi in a graph G is the number of lines incident with a point vi, and it is denoted by dg of vi or degree of vi or d of vi. We consider the figure. Here the vertices A and D have the same degree, that is 2, and the vertices B and C have the same degree, that is 3. It is clearly shows in the figure. Next, we describe about degree and we will prove In the theorem, the sum of the degrees of a point of a graph G is twice the number of lines, that is summation I degree of Vi, that is equal to 2q. Next, proof. Every line of G is incident with 2 points. Hence, every line contributes 2 to the sum of the degrees of the points. Hence, summation I degree of Vi, that is equal to 2q. Then, next we will see another theorem. In any graph G, the number of points of R degree is even. And then proof. Let V1, V2, V3 up to etc. Vk denote the points of R degree, and W1, W2, W3 up to etc. Wm denote the points of even degree in G. By previous theorem, the sum of the degrees of a points of a graph G is twice the number of lines, that is summation I degree of Vi, that is equal to 2q, is applied by these two type of vertices. Finally, we get summation I is equal to 1 to k degree of Vi plus summation I is equal to 1 to m degree of Wi, that is equal to 2q. Here 2q is even, since summation I is equal to 1 to m degree of Wi is even. Hence, summation I is equal to 1 to k degree of Vi is also even, but summation I is equal to 1 to k degree of Vi is add for each I. So, k must be even. Hence, in any graph, the number of points of R degree is even. Let's start another. A graph G is called a pi graph if it can be partitioned into two disjoint subsets V1 and V2, such that every line of G joins a point of V1 to a point of V2. We consider the following two figures. The first figure shows that there are 4 points containing the set V1 and there are 5 points containing the set V2, and each point is connected with at least one point from the set of point V1 to the set of point V2. And the next figure shows that there are 4 points containing both sets V1 and V2. Now each point is connected with all other points from the set of point V1 to the set of point V2. These two figures shows that the pi graph. Next, we will ready to see for the special type of complete pi graph. If V1, V2 is called a pi graph, pi partition of G. If further G contains every line joining the point of V1 to the point of V2, then G is called a complete pi graph. We consider this figure. The set V1 get 2 points and the set V2 get 3 points. Now look at the 2-point set. Each point is must connected to other 3 points. Then next we will go to see the problem. Let G be a P, Q graph, that is P points and Q lines of whose points have degree k or degree k plus 1. If G has t greater than 0, here t is a points of degree k. Show that t equal to p of k plus 1 minus 2q. We go to the solution. Let G be a P, Q graph. Since G has t points of degree k, the remaining p minus t points have degree k plus 1. Hence, summation V belongs to capital V, degree of V, that is equal to tk plus p of minus t of k plus 1. By applying the previous theorem, in the left hand side we get 2q, that is equal to tk plus bk plus p minus tk minus t. After we cancel the plus tk and minus tk, we get 2q equal to pk plus p minus t. After we take p commonly, we get 2q, that is equal to p of k plus 1 minus t. Now t equal to k plus 1 of P minus 2Q. This is record solution, hence proved. Next, we will see a subgraph of a graph G is a graph H, just that V of H is subset or equal to V of G and E of H subset or equal to E of G, and the assignment of the endpoints to edges in H is the same as in G. We will see example. G be a graph and H1, H2, H3 are subgraphs of G from this figure. That is, the vertex and edges are subset of G. Next, connected. There exists at least one path between two vertices are called connected. Here, path is called distinct points, otherwise disconnected. We consider the following figure. There are three subgraphs, namely H1, H2 and H3. Here the subgraph H1 contains two vertices, that is C, T, and H2 contains four vertices A, B, C and D. These two subgraphs have at least one path between two vertices, but the subgraph H3 contains five vertices A, B, C, D and E. But A and E have no form a path with other vertices. So, the third subgraph H3 is not connected. It is a disconnected graph. Next, components of a graph G are its maximal connected subgraph. A component is trivial if it has no edges, otherwise it is non-trivial. An isolated vertex is a vertex of degree 0. The following figures are components. Next, we go to theorem. Every graph with n vertices and k edges has at least n minus k components. For example, consider there are four figures. First one is 2 points, 1 edges, so we get one component. And the second one is 3 points, 2 edges, one component. And the third one is 6 point, 3 edges, 3 component. And the last one is 6.3 edges. We get there are 4 components. Finally, we see the complement of G of a simple graph G, that is V of G dash, that is equal to V of G, and E of G dash, that is equal to set of all UV, just that UV does not belongs to E of G. We consider the figure. If we take the line in G dash is not that line in G. For example, the line UY in G but not in G dash, and also UV, VW, XW, XY and XU. These all lines are not in the complement graph G dash. Next, we will see the definition of a cut edge or cut vertex of a graph is an edge or vertex whose direction increases the number of components is called a cut edge or cut vertex. Suppose if we remove the points suddenly, we get disconnected graph, and components increases means the corresponding removed points are called cut vertex. And also if the lines are removed, the component increases, the corresponding lines are called cut edge. We consider these figures. There are 7 points and 8 lines. There are 2 cut edges and 2 cut points. These all are the small covering the idea of the graph theory from this in this video. Thank you.